Hey Fit Fam, it is Coach Rye from Team Flex. Today we're going to be looking at the 2024 Olympia Wellness. I'm going to give you my top 5 predictions for who I think is going to place in what order and who I think will, of course, be the wellness champion, the winner of the Wellness Olympia. Very exciting times as we are just approaching Wellness Olympia weekend here. And I definitely also want to hear your thoughts, your ideas about my top 5 picks. Do you think I'm spot on? Do you think I'm losing my mind? And who do you think the top 5 will be? Or at least comment down below who you think will win 2024 Wellness Olympia. And it's just a video that's basically, it's fun. It's fun to look at this stuff and be able to try to predict things and see how things are going, build up the hype around really bodybuilding's pinnacle weekend, which is about to happen. Okay, so let's get down to it. What we're going to do today, by the way, is we're going to look at Instagrams. I'm going to pull up Instagrams and just kind of see what the athletes are, see where they're at, see what things look like. And I feel like it's a much more fun way to do predictions here versus like, pull up former stage shots and let's see. Now, everybody knows what everybody looks like. Everybody knows what everybody's bringing. Let's see if we can dissect from, Instagram posts where if their physiques are improving, if their mindset's on point, all that stuff. It just makes it a lot more fun. So that's what we're going to look at. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and put Rayanne in my top 5 at 5th spot here. We're going to start with 5th place and move up to 1st. I think that, she consistently has good potential to be able to do some good work and continue to improve her placings in this category. She does come in a little bit dominant here and there, especially in the upper body, but it does look, based on what we can see here, she's doing some recent updates. She did tone down the upper body a bit, so that could be advantageous to her. I don't think she'll win. It's kind of funny to even talk about the wellness category because there's not a lot of huge up and comers right now that are really contesting. But realistically, either way, she seems to be spot on for criteria. Very good condition at the very least. Her issues are she comes in a little too hard, a little too big. But if those are corrected, it could be a good thing. So definitely, either way, I think a top 5 finish for her. We could see her maybe go up a little bit above that. She's got a lot of muscle density, a very wellness look, and has improved her overall balance, so that she looks more imbalanced, in other words, which is key for this division. So Rayanne, 5th place. Let's see. Giselle is my 4th place winner here. I think that she will land easily in that top 5, probably land around there in that 4th place slot. Could be, a toss up between her and Rayanne for 4th and 5th, but either way, she seems to be in the zone here as a spot. This says 3 days until big day. So again, she's in, a good spot here. Conditioning wise, not too hard, definitely has good size in the overall shape. And, athletes can really change their look going into competition either way, depending how they peak, how they eat, all these things. So from what we can see on Instagram, a lot of good shape, size, proportion could be good for her in this spot. And I think that that's going to land her definitely in the top 5, potentially down into this 4th, could be a little higher, could be a little lower. You never know, you guys. That's all the predictions here. So throw your predictions out. Let's see what you guys got, what you think, comment them as we go. And the interesting thing is both these athletes are posting very frequent recent updates. So a lot of confidence going into this year's Olympia. That's a great thing. All right, you guys, real quick. So obviously it's Olympia weekend coming up, and we're pretty notorious for doing some of the biggest giveaways in the sport of bodybuilding, and we got to do it again this year. So we're going to give away 1 month free coaching of our Ultimate Competitor program. It's our top tier premier program that all of our athletes use, beginners to pros, all around the world. No matter where you are, you can be eligible to win this, and you get 1 free month access to work with me or one of my coaches. We'll guide you every single step of the way, just as if you're a normal paying client. We're doing that for free. We're going to give away literally 30 spots of this, okay? 30 of you watching right now will win 1 free month of our Ultimate Competitor coaching package. And that's very exciting. So all you need to do is go down there, get on the email, subscribe, put your email in, and we will contact you if you win. All right. And we're picking winners right after the Olympia next week. So be ready. It's a great time to get on this list, get a free month of coaching, no obligation, no payment info, nothing. Literally, it's our give back. We do it every year for the bodybuilding community, and that's what we want to do. That's the whole point we do this channel. So if you like what we do here, you will really, really like what we do with the coaching. Get your name and your email on that list below, and we'll contact you if you win. All right, thanks. Back to the video. Number 3, this one's kind of a shocker, I know, but I got Issa taking 3rd this year, okay? And Issa, she's been consistently in this top. Her and Fran been battling back and forth, and I think Issa, she is sometimes very on it, and sometimes it also, I see her physique, and it's very unpredictable as to, like, what's going on here, right? So her lower body, to me, has started to look a little bit too size dominant. I mean, just look at this crazy quad, hamstring going on, glute going on. I mean, it's one of those things where you have the look and you have everything dialed, and then you end up maybe pushing it a little too far, trying to take the title. I don't know, but Issa, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw her at least in 3rd. She could go lower. I think judges this year are really going to hammer. We don't want mass monsters. We don't want over condition. We really want this wellness, quote unquote, healthier look. And I think that, pushing that lower body size and this dramatic muscle separation for her, this could be very detrimental. So again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she goes and wins the whole thing. That's what this is. That's what the fun of all this is. That's why we can't just watch prediction videos. We got to watch the actual competitions as they happen. But this muscle density and this size, even seeing this shot here, quads definitely look overpowering to me. So I wouldn't be surprised, if we see her at least in 3rd. She could go lower, to be honest with you guys. It will be very interesting to see. Let's see what happens, okay? Next, this one's very exciting. So we have Eduarda taking, in my opinion, potentially 2nd place this year. This is a huge kind of quote-unquote dark horse, if you guys will. She's a new pro. She's just barely coming up. But she has, I kind of watched her look. We followed her on this channel. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while, we talked about her first competition to then getting a pro card to then going, to the pro league to winning her pro shows. She, I think, has a very Fran, CLE type of look here where it could be something really cool, right? It could definitely be something that, comes to play, and it could be a big deal where she's up against Fran and showcasing well. And, it could be just, it could be a top 2 for her. So I'm going to say, that's my prediction. Whether or not she can nail the conditioning, whether or not she has everything, I mean, we'll see. It's all going to get packaged up on stage at Olympia Day, right? But you can tell it's definitely just a lot of muscle density, a lot of size, a lot of good shape, not overdone in the upper body, but the lower body is really on point. And, she, again, has that Fran type of look that, again, Fran is the consistent, unbeatable champion at this time. Eduarda, however, coming up, brand new look. Either way, there's no scope of my mind that she doesn't land in top 5, and I think she could even be 2nd. So very dramatic. I don't expect her to come win Olympia, but potentially I think she will be the one that takes over and eventually dethrones Fran. We'll see what happens over time as we go. Again, brand new pro, very new in this industry in general. Obviously, never seen her in the top at Olympia. We'll see how that shapes up. But I think really cool opportunity for her to come shake things up in wellness, and we do definitely need it. Which leads me to number 1. Francielle, again, I do not see her getting dethroned this year. She consistently has been, basically unbeatable. You guys, like, we have never seen a weakened version of her come to stage. We've never seen any less of a good version come to stage. We've only seen improvements. Her biggest risk will be if she improves too much to the point where she gets, silly with the gains she makes and silly with the muscle she builds to the point where it's no longer fitting criteria. However, I doubt that happens now. I doubt that happens maybe ever. I think she may, eventually just retire, and then somebody else will take over, and it could be Eduardo or anyone else. But, for where she's at now, we're probably going to see, again, another Francielle improved version of herself hitting the stage. It could definitely be a very dramatic look. And again, it will probably shake up, it's going to be similar to what we see, but it could also be very different as far as changes she's made overall, but she continues to improve. I just feel that she is pretty much untouchable. So I don't think it will even be close in any scope. But that's the interesting thing about the wellness division right now is it's still taking form. It's still taking shape. There's still a lot of differences, still a lot of potential changes to come, as things go over the years. But for where it is right now, Francielle, I believe, will remain, on top of the throne. I think that she's going to be very easily uncontested at that point. with maybe some, fun from Eduardo coming up and something actually entertaining to watch in wellness. Because to be honest, it's at an interesting point where, we got a lot of crazy mass monsters don't really fit criteria, but they can still do good at smaller pro shows that are happening around the world. And then we have, a few athletes that are very consistent in the look, but that's really it. And that's what we're seeing. It's not going to be, it would be great to see a bunch of change up at Olympia. It'd be great for my whole list here to be wrong and, there to be some new people in the mix, but I just don't think we will see it. So that's my top 5 there. Rayanne, Giselle, Issa, Eduarda, and Francielle for the win. I want to know what you guys think. Comment it down below. Do you think I'm going crazy? Do you think I'm off my rocker here? Who do you think will win? Give me your top 5. If you feel confident that you know who's going to be top 5, go ahead and comment it all out. And, Olympia is coming up. We get to watch it. We get to see it. We get to decide who was right. And either way, it's going to be another awesome weekend for the sport. The Super Bowl of bodybuilding, if you will, right, is what we're upon. So thanks for watching. Coach Ry is out.